don't wanna waste time. Well, remember tonight I found something here with you. Running by the roadside.
Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. If we haven't even met before, my name is Shiv. Hello, if you're coming back then welcome. So in today's video I have this really soft and subtle kind of glam look which is inspired by bridal makeup. I used kind of a lot of mixtures of products. I themed the look around the Revolution Roxxsaurus Inception. Ooh. The Ride or Die palette. I was planning on doing like a review style video on the palette, but I've got a bit bored of doing this recently, so I figured I would do like a bridal glam inspired look using the palette and using a mixed match of high-end and a drugstore as well. And you can definitely switch up this look if you want to really easily. So if you'd like to see how I created this look right here, then please carry on watching. Before you do, please give this video a big thumbs up, please. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. It would mean the absolute world. If you are already subscribed, / if you just click that button, thank you so much, it means the world. And let's just carry on with the video. Okay, so I've already put some tape on the outer corner of my eye, just going from the lash line to the brow. This is just going to help create like that nice sharp defined edge. Although we're not going like super dark and smoky, I still want that nice crisp edge to the look. The first shade that I'm going to take is similar to my skin colour, just a little bit lighter. It's called Boo, and I'm going to take it on a Sigma E40 brush and I'm just kind of going to wash it across the upper part of the lid just to act as a transition. So I'm just lightly dusting that in the upper crease kind of area towards the brow bone. This is just going to help everything blend out nicer. I'm not going to do the method where you put the darker shade on first and then kind of blend out to lighter. I'm going to be a bit old school today and start with my lightest transition because I want this to be quite a soft bridal inspired look. I was planning on just doing like the typical video that I have been doing recently with the Revolution palettes by just kind of reviewing them and playing around, but recently I've been doing a few makeup clients and I figured I've never done kind of like a bridal inspired look on my channel before. This isn't going to be like full on bridal, you know, where I've got my hair in like a curly updo or anything like that. It's just kind of like inspired, so kind of light and soft with some definition, a bit glam but not too heavy. It's kind of the fine medium of a makeup look. And obviously you can adjust this to suit your skin tone and everything like that, or if you do like a little bit more drama you could always add some glitter or, you know, a bold lip or something. So funny. So today is one of my days off and me and Nick had planned to like chill out for the whole day, and I was going to drive to his like fairly early morning. And I got out of bed at like 8:30. I woke up at 5 this morning and had some weird thoughts going on, so I tried to go back to sleep and woke up at like 8:30, got up, had a shower. It's now 12:10 and Nick still hasn't woken up. He was at work late last night, to be fair, but I was like, okay, well you're not awake, so I'm just gonna film. So he'll probably text me, well I would hope so, text me soon and be like, babe I'm awake, and be like, okay well I'm filming. So we'll see. I'll let you know what time he replies. Why are boys so sleepy? I feel like they're much more sleepy than girls are. Like even when I'm tired I feel like Nick is extra tired. Does that make any sense? Let me know if you have the same thing. If you are with a partner or had a partner in the past or anything like that, let me know if you find that men are more sleepy, because I feel like that is the thing. Okay, so the next shade that I'm going to take, I'm taking it on my Morphe M513 brush, and I'm going to go in with the shade Cookie, which is this kind of like soft, neutral, almost cool toned brown shade, and I'm just going to slightly buff that through the crease. This brush is really good for it because it's really kind of like fluffy, so I'm just going to really fluffily and softly blend that through the upper crease. Slowly pulling that into the kind of like outer V area of the eye as well. The next shade that I'm going to take is actually a warmer brown, and it's called Gingerbread, and it's right here. And I'm going to pop it into the kind of like outer V of the eye and slightly into the crease using a Primark 230 blending brush. This one is very pigmented, so I'm just taking my time to really diffuse it. I don't want this look to be like a cut crease in any like respect. I might even pop the matte shade like above here. I'm not going for like any cut crease or like heavy drama or anything. It's just going to be really kind of soft and glamorous. Also, this morning I had a bit of a brainstorm and I decided to change my upload schedule slightly. So, I've written it down. I will now be uploading on Mondays and Thursdays at 8 p.m. and Sundays at 6 p.m. So definitely make sure you are subscribed, like if you haven't already. I'm gonna hit the notification bell so you are alerted when I upload a new video. I say that in the beginning and the outro anyway, but I just thought I'd include it in this part of the video in case you do miss it. But yeah, I want to be creating a little bit more like lifestyle videos, so more like homeware hauls, B&M hauls, that kind of thing. If you have any video ideas or like video requests that you want me to do, definitely let me know in the comments and I will definitely get around to it. My hearing has gone again. Like my ears are all blocked and weird. It kind of feels like I'm underwater. I'm having real issues with my ears at the moment, so I don't know if I sound really husky. I don't feel ill, just all my sinuses feel really blocked. Very annoying. Okay, I've taken that way further than I had anticipated, but it is fine. We will just continue to diffuse. My phone just lit up and I thought it was Nick. I was like, oh my god, he's awake. Nope. To be honest, I'm just kind of letting him sleep, and that way it's a bonus for me because then I can get a video filmed and I feel a little bit more organised and stuff, and then hopefully he'll feel more awake when I get to his later. Don't know what we're going to do today. I think we might just play games or watch a film. Honestly, it's just a chilled day. Possibly go for lunch, but we've got a holiday coming up, so we really do have to spend money, save money, unless we need to, so maybe we won't go for lunch. I don't know, we'll see what happens and where the day takes us. I'm just going to go back in with that shade Cookie, which is the softer, more cool tone brown, and I'm going to use that to diffuse out that gingerbread shade, just because I want this look to be really soft and well blended. I'm going to really take my time with the transitions. Then I'm going back into the shade Boo, which is that light kind of like ivory colour almost, and I'm going to use that to just go over the top of the shadows right by the brow bone. Next up, I'm going to go into the shade Cola, which is this shade right here. It almost looks a bit cool toned, and it's a really, really, really dark brown. Not close to black, but very dark brown. It's called Cola, and I'm going to take it on this Sigma Winged Liner EO6 brush. I'm literally just going to very softly like smudge this along the upper lash line. I'm going to have a little baby wing, but nothing crazy at all. It's just for some soft definition. Okay, I really like the way this looks actually. It's really soft, but it does beauties on the eyes. It actually makes my eyes look very like green and piercing despite such a little eyeshadow. But now I'm going to go back into that shade Boo. This is a Zoeva 234 Luxe Smoky shader brush. It's just like a flat shader brush similar to the MAC 239, and I'm literally just going to pack that on top of like the inner 2/3 of the lid. It doesn't matter if I get it on top of the Cola liner shade because I could just go over top of that in a second. Just brightening up that kind of inner portion of the eye. I've just tapped into gingerbread very slightly. I'm just going to kind of like tap that into the outer portion of the eye and slowly bring it through the crease again. I'm basically just going to go over everything again just to redefine it, but again being very light-handed. Now I'm just going to go ahead and peel off the tape. Yeah, that looks so nice. This is so subtle, but because of like the sharp edge, that just really does something to the eyes, you know. For the waterline, I'm going to take a brown liner. I wanted some more definition, but I didn't want to go as harsh as a black, so I went with the brown. This is Morphe's Trendsetter. It's quite a warm tone brown, so it'll be perfect for green eyes or blue eyes or brown eyes, everybody's eyes. So I'm going to pop that in the waterline. Good pop. A lot of brides like a kind of nude liner through the waterline. I feel like I will be a bride that will like a brown liner. Go a little bit smokier, you know. For the lower lash liner, I'm going to take the shade Gingerbread again on the same brush and then just run this under the lower lash line. You can always touch this up once you've done your foundation, but I like to kind of get the base down. I don't like to take concealer like right up to the lash line because I feel like that's when it creases. Just running that under the lower lash line, trying to be gentle, so I've got an itchy nose, so I don't get a lot into my eyeball. Now I'm going to curl my lashes. Look at the difference, it honestly just makes such a difference. And then for mascara, I'm just going to test out this little sample of the new Too Faced Damn Girl mascara. It's a good mascara. Obviously, if this was for an actual bride, you'd put on waterproof mascara because, you know, you want to save your makeup from those blubbery tears. Update guys, I just had to answer the door. Nick has just texted me, now 12:51. Oh dear, he's just woken up. Well, I'm going to carry on filming, so Nicholas, you'll have to wait. Okay, so my lashes are now on, and they just give like a little subtle, little something extra, but then nothing too intense at all. So for the face, I'm going to start with Primark's Primer Water and just spritz this all over. This just gives a really refreshing feel to the skin. I absolutely love this product. It's only £2 from Primark. For foundation, I'm actually going to go in with a full coverage matte foundation. Now, bridal, I know you're thinking glowy. However, personally on me, I prefer a matte look and then to add kind of highlighted areas. Dewy foundations just don't work on my skin. I have yet to find a foundation with like a dewy finish that I like. So yeah, let me know if there is one that you think I'll like, but I'm a matte foundation kind of girl at heart. So I'm going to be taking my Maybelline Superstay 24-hour foundation. This is the shade Warm Sun. As you can see, I'm quite stay tanned. I look paler on camera than I am in real life. I can only wear this shade when I've got my fresh fake tan on, so I'm going to pop this all over my face. I'm going to bounce it into the skin using my Spicy Choco. This is the Tear Blend sponge. For cream contour, I'm going to go in with the Bellapierre Contour and Highlight Duo in the shade Dark Deep. I'm going to be using a lot of the Bellapierre face products just because I love them. Not sponsored, not affiliate, anything like that. They were gifted, but I just love the Bellapierre products. So this is the contour stick in the shade Dark Deep. To be honest, I don't actually think it's that dark. Like, as you can see, I don't really feel like that's that dark for a contour stick. But for my skin, it works perfectly. But I'm just going to draw this around the outer perimeters of my face for some shape, and then under my cheekbones, a little bit under my jaw, down the nose, the usual.
Running by the roadside, wait up for me, I'd go anywhere that you do. Put it all out in the open, no we don't have to control it.
Then I'm going to blend it into the skin using this Smashbox Cream Cheek Brush, just in a little blending, circular, side to side motions till it's all nice and blended. This is the bit I always miss, like just here under like the corner of my jaw, so I'm really focusing to blend that out.
Don't tell me it's time to go. Now that we made this far, we're broken, never look back to the ocean.
For concealer, I'm going to take this one from Wonder 2. This is the Lasting Foundation Concealer in the shade 20 Medium. And I'm going to pop it in my usual places, so on my chin, under my eyes, forehead, and then down at the nose just to brighten the face.
When I can't decide and the fear leaves me blind, you always will lead me through.
Then I'm just going to blend it out with my damp Spicy Choco sponge. Some dabbing motions. Okay, so moving on to liquid highlights, I'm going to take the Bellapierre Liquid Gold in the shade Rose Gold and just dab a teeny little bit of this with the tip of my beauty sponge on my cheekbones. Then I'm going to set it with highlight before I move on to the rest of the face. This just makes the highlight look way more intense. Just squeezing some of that, like the tiniest amount honestly. And then what I'm going to do is just dab it into the tip of the sponge. So that way it's not like a harsh line when we dab it on. And then I'm just going to dab that onto my cheekbone. Then for highlight, I'm going to take the Bellapierre Glowing Palette and I'm going to take the shade Stella, which is this one here, which is like the kind of like peachy highlighter shade. I'm going to damp my brush and then pop that on top of the highlight. Then to set the rest of the face, I'm going to take the Primark PS My Perfect Colour Mattifying Powder. This is in the shade Ivory, and I actually really like this powder, and it's only £2. So I'm just going to stamp this into the rest of the face using a fluffy powder brush. Moving on to contour, I'm going to take my Bellapierre Contour and Highlight Pro palette, and I am going to take the shade Brulee, which is the lighter one right here in the palette, and I'm going to use that to contour my face. I'm going to put this in the exact same places that I put the cream contour, and I'm going to take this brush from Show.
Wait up for me, I'd go anywhere that you do. Put it all out in the open, no we don't have to control it.
Moving on to bronzer, I'm going to go in with my Rimmel Sun Bronze Waterproof Bronzing Powder. Oh, it's waterproof. Did not know it was waterproof, so that could be handy for brides. And I'm just going to bronze up the usual areas, so basically the outer perimeters of my face, and then a little splash across the nose for a sun-kissed glow. Sun-kissed glow. I always take the excess of the brush kind of down the neck as well, just to make sure I don't have any like distinct lines between my foundation and my neck, even if I am fake tanned. Now back onto another Bellapierre product. I'm going to take the blushing palette. The only thing I will say is I always find it a bit confusing when the shades are on the back and the colours don't really match up to what's in the pan. So I believe I'm going to take the shade Suede, which is kind of like the corally shade right here. It's kind of like in the middle of a peach, in the middle of a pink. So I'm going to take that and pop that on my cheeks using a Zoeva Luxe Cheek Finish brush. Just putting that on my cheeks and blending through the highlight, bronzer and contour. I'm just going to quickly spritz some primer water over my face just so my face isn't so powdery. Then I'm going to go back to the glowing palette, and I'm going to take a pencil brush and go back in with that peachy highlight shade. I'm going to pop that on the brow bone. And then on the inner corner. Then I'm just going to take the brush that had the Boo shade on and just blend out the highlight on the brow bone. Then I'm going to pop some mascara on my lower lashes, and we are nearly done. I feel in a bit of a mood for a gloss, and I'm going to go in with NYX Suede Matte Lip Liner in the shade Stockholm, and then Anastasia Beverly Hills gloss in the shade Caramel, which I feel like will be a really nice combo. For brides, I feel like they want to go with like kind of like a creamy to matte kind of finish, maybe like a satin, so it's still moisturising on the lips but it's not going to smudge around and get the hair in it and all sorts. But this is an inspired look, so I'm going to do a gloss. So I'm going to start with the NYX liner and just line my lips, slightly overlining them. And then pop on the Anastasia gloss. Oh, these glosses are amazing. They smell so good too.
Remember tonight I found something here with you. Running by the roadside.
And this is the finished makeup look. I really love the way it turned out actually. I feel super glam, but it's kind of like subtle in a weird way. I feel like this look is so versatile. You can definitely play it up, play it down, add some big lashes for a bit of drama, add a bold lip if you want. I just feel like it's such a versatile look, and it is bridal inspired. I'll use that word very heavily. If you want me to do like an actual bridal makeup tutorial with products that I'd recommend, everything that like that I'd use on clients, then let me know. This is just kind of like an inspired look with the very soft but kind of glam eye, I guess. It's like the fine like medium between heavy and light, do you know what I mean? But yeah, I really do like the way this look turned out. If you do and enjoyed watching this video, please give it a big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell to be alerted when I upload a new video, which is now going to be Mondays and Thursdays at 8 PM and Sundays at 6 PM. But yeah, thanks so much for watching. I shall see you in my next video. Bye!